What is it about the peer approach that makes it so different and so interesting to you?
One thing I love about the peer is that, even we talk about peer, we talk about peer mentoring. And mentoring, as we all know, is a concept that's been around forever. And it's always usually viewed from a very, narrow lens, and that being the vertical lens, right? Someone up here who has all of the experience, who's older, who's wiser, who has, the keys to the kingdom, and they pass them down to individuals. But the problem, as we know, with most mentoring experiences is that you have it's like a one-to-many experience. So you have all these mentees vying and pulling off, trying to get to this one individual or mentor. And the mentor, let's be honest, no one has that much time in the world to be able to give that same effort level, et cetera, energy, and information to all of those individuals. So what I really like about peer is that we flipped it, right? So we went from more of a vertical to more of a horizontal. And in that horizontal way in which we're learning from each other, right? We're piggybacking off of each other's experiences. We're realizing that mentorship, can be on a peer level and doesn't have to be, on this very hierarchical, stance like it's been, proposed in the past. The other thing that I love about peer, it really makes everyone's experience inclusive, and it lets people really feel like that they're valued and that they're heard. One of the greatest things I think in the peer model for me was the workforce development project, right? Where individuals are able to not only, work with other individuals, on a real life project that's going to create some type of impact within their organization. In the past I've seen people train to train, right? And, they check the box. I did it. Oh, I had to go through diversity training. Oh, I had to go through, safety training. Oh, I had to go through leadership training. But this really gives individuals, in my opinion, an opportunity to really learn about what's important to them individually, what's also important to them collectively, and then actually get a positive return on investment, or a positive result, or productivity, or efficiency enhancement. There's so many, fringe benefits, of a program like this. So that's what really kind of drew me to the peer model, and what makes it different, than most other training models that I've seen. It's knowledge by itself is not power. It's the application of the knowledge which is powerful. And I think that is what this peer, model brings to life. It gives individuals the opportunity not only to acquire the knowledge, right? That's normal training. Training is acquiring knowledge, right? But now we're actually applying the knowledge, and that is what makes the powerful transformations. That's what transforms organizations. That's what drives positive ROI. That's what creates, a laundry list of benefits for the individuals as well as the organization. Another part of the peer model that I love is kind of this power trifecta, right? Where we're looking at the power of the individuals, then we're looking at the next level, the power of the organization, and then we're looking at the power of ideas and different thinking from the outside. And I think that those ideas and different thinking from the outside is one thing that blows up every other training model, in my opinion, out there, right? Because a lot of these trainings that individuals have are very, they're very, I won't say one-sided, but they're very focused on whoever wrote the training. And this is the way it's going to be. And this is the concept you're going to absorb. Right. This is the way you're going to absorb it. And what I love about peer, once again, is that it's kind of a three-part, I said the trifecta, but it's also a three-part result system, if you want to, if you ask me. Like I said, you have that workforce development projects. We're talking about feedback styles. We're talking about this concept of four-part harmony. But the beautiful part about this is that the underpinning of all of this is respect. When you're talking about really from an authentic place, respecting each other, respecting ideas, respecting differences, respecting yourself, and I think that is a huge, huge, huge thing.
Great, thanks. And by the way, your power trifecta reminds me that if it's a traditional program, instead of harnessing the power of the individual, the power of the organization, and the power of the provider, they really only harness the power of the provider, right? By doing the peer orientation, individual orientation, and doing the workplace improvement projects, you get all three, that leverage all three rather than just one. So I love that concept of the power trifecta, because that really points out one of the significant differences. All right, awesome. Thanks for those insights, Chris.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here.